I do have Shabir Mughal Sahib, who does represent the elder community of our community. So let's take his take on that question which Nasser raised, Shabir Mughal Sahib, that Nasser feels that whenever he's in any meeting or any programs, he feels that youngsters do not get the chance, and it's always the elders who actually run the show. So why is that?
I'm 100% agree with him.
Okay, wow.
Because this is true. This is true. This
right.
is true. We always see the same faces, same people going on the stage, and the youngster never get chance to come forward.
Right.
But I think youngsters also need to make some efforts to come forward. You know,
put themselves forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know there is a within our community there is a problem. Somebody who's on the seat, on the chair, don't give it to somebody else.
Doesn't want to leave that chair. It's very important, right? Okay.
This is something, scenario within our community,
right.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
But those people who are talent people like Mazhar, Maroof, and many others,
yes.
Like yourself and Shah, those actually make space themselves within the community
right.
to work hard and achieve something, and then they become a figure of the community.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah, we have very talented youngsters within our community.
There's a lot of talent, absolutely.
Yeah, and they do need to organize. I think, like Nasser should, I think we need youngster like him, organize all the youngsters together, and of course, you need experienced people. Invite somebody to give them lecture or give them some information how to go forward from that. That is the, the elders can give you the experience, but you have to organize yourself, and then you can actually carry on from there. Because if we don't have experience from the elders and the update knowledge from yourself, then if you don't mix it, then you don't work out, because then you have a gap in between. So we have to minimize this gap, the gap, generation gap, or whatever you call it. We need to minimize and bring youngsters and elders together, but you have to bring your opinions, your thoughts forward, and ask elders to give their experience to actually make it a positive way forward, inshallah.
Well, thank you. Yeah. Well, Nasser, that's okay. No.
Before you go, Nasser, the Radio Ramadan is a community radio, and you can participate anytime. Anytime you want to convey your, the message to youngsters, to elders, to anybody, you are welcome.
Well, thank you very much for your call, Nasser, and you've raised a fantastic point. To be honest with you, I think any programs or any functions that we have, we must consider our youngsters who are our future, and that's the only way we're going to recognise that we have talent, someone who's going to carry our names forward, and someone who's going to carry our messages forward. So thank you very much on that, and I've got Janab Said Saab, who also represent our elderly community. So let's take his views on that.
Zeeshan, Jazakallah for letting me in on this one. I just want to reassure Nasir and people like him, inshallah. We are not saying that we are perfect. There are many shortcomings in us as well, and that's where people like yourselves can guide us. But at least in Radio Ramadan and also the Ilm Akhbar, we are trying to encourage youngsters to get involved and come on board and get involved in decision making. And this is our advice to our other organizations as well. Take them on board. It doesn't mean that they have to be necessarily on the committees, but involve them in decision making.
Absolutely. So there we go. Nasser and all those youngsters who are listening out there, the platforms are there for you. You've just got to put yourself forward, be it Radio Ramadan or be it in newspaper, bring yourself forward, write in the newspaper, and share your views with the community, and inshallah they will be heard, and you know, you will be highlighted. So let's we're back now from the break. We have our normal panel back on the hot seats. So I'm going to pose the question which Shah posed to both the council.